Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Okay, round two. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Ah, sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right, ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
You know those times when you get invited to a party as a guest?
And he took me to a John Legend private concert. I didn't even know that's what we were doing.
We're walking with Michael Jackson.
And you have no idea what you're in for.
And he grabs me by my jacket. He's like, yo, we got to get the out of here because you are about to die.
This is a podcast about just that.
They're going to arrest us for being on mushrooms at a wizard park. We're in trouble.
This is Plus One Stories.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Plus One Stories. I'm Chris Donovan, I am your host, and this one is a really good one. Now today I speak with an old buddy of mine that I went to radio school with named Noah Ayala. He currently works at Power 106 in K-Day in Los Angeles, and he takes us back to one of his birthday weekends in his early 20s, where he was lucky enough to go to a club with a whole bunch of celebrities like Jermaine Dupree or Rick Ross. He talks about meeting the Neptunes, Robin Thicke's in the room, and then, being that he was in his early 20s and he pre-gamed, that means he drank at his house and on the way to the club. Don't do that, kids. He walked up to another celebrity to start a conversation and say who he was, and he, let's just say that celebrity could have been named Ralph. This is an amazing story where he almost gets beat up by a celebrity bodyguard and then leaves the club in a minivan. I don't know. I can't make this up. So just listen up and have fun. This is going to be a good one. All right, Noah Ayala, a good friend of mine from back in the day of radio school. How the hell are you, man?
Man, it's been a minute, Chris. It's good to see you, brother. It's good to see you.
It's been more than a minute. It's been like 15 years.
Yeah.
I used to stay in your apartment all the time. Garden Grove, man.
Yeah.
So
we go back before the iPhone, dude.
Yes. Oh my God. We had sidekicks.
I remember, this is how far we go back. Tell me if you remember this. I remember one time when we were in school, I was helping you find an apartment and you busted out the Thomas Guide.
Yeah.
Yes, dude.
With the coordinates and everything, like page 55, letter G. You don't even have that problem now. You just type in the address in your phone.
Oh, man.
Do you remember how much of a pain in the ass that was?
Yes. Because I was like, because I feel like even back then, like I might have been using MapQuest already.
Yeah, but that still led you to some wrong places sometimes.
Yeah. Man.
I remember that. And I went to Long Beach one time and I ended up in the wrong spot.
Got to be careful in Long Beach, man.
Right? That's where Yessie was living, damn it.
Yeah.
All right. So just to give you a little background, but Noah and my background, as you can see, we've known each other for a while, went to radio school together back in 2001, 2002, something like that.
Yeah.
He's been working in the radio business for, God, just as long as me. Moved around a bit. You went to LA or San Fran for a bit, or where'd you go around for a bit?
I bounced around all over, man. I think my first I bounced back up to Northern California, Stockton, California, which is actually where I grew up. I grew up in San Francisco too, but I also grew up a large portion of my childhood in Stockton, California. Mm-hmm. So I got hired at my hometown station, KWIN, and leaving from Southern California and then going back to Northern California. I knew I needed to come back to Southern California. I was like, hey, I'm not doing this. So I literally worked at KWIN, I think 9 months. And then I got hired at a station that doesn't exist anymore, which was actually right across the way from your old station, X1039. But the station I was at was a Wild 96. And that's where I really kind of got my shot in radio. And I think most people, if you remember that far back, might remember me for doing nights there.
Yes.
I did mornings, I did afternoons, but I think where I really made a name for myself in the Inland Empire was doing the night show for sure.
I forgot about that. You were like a block and a half away from me.
Yeah.
I would get off the air. You'd be coming into work. We'd meet for like happy hour, and then you go and do
Yeah.
nights. I'd be going home. Dude, I so many stories. I mean, we moved you dumbass got a 3rd-story apartment. We had to carry all your freaking albums up that shit.
Yes, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, that sucks.
And this is pre-Serato, so there was a lot of records.
There was a lot of records.
A lot of records.
All right, enough of that. Now, he's been doing it for a while. I think we've established that, but this is Plus One Stories, and you said you have a story. I don't want to give away the entire story, but I'll tease it with like you threw up on someone or something.
Yep. Somebody
Okay.
might know.
Okay, well then let's get going. Where would we like to start?
All right, we'll start here. It was actually my birthday weekend, so we're setting off festivities early. 2 of my friends hit me up. You know Swift, right?
Yeah, I know Swift.
You know Swift. Swift is one of my closest friends. We've known each other forever. So he hits me up, and then I have a friend that works at a record label that hits me up, and they're like, "Hey, why don't you come to this party tonight?"
Sweet.
And I was like, "Cool." I was like, "My birthday weekend, might as well set it off early." And you know, when it's in your birthday weekend, especially like when you're in your early 20s, man, it's like it's an event. The whole weekend's an event. So
It's usually a week or 2, actually. The weekend's just where you go hard.
right. And I'm going hard, man. I'm going hard, dude. So I hit up Swift. He's like, basically, my friend from the record label was like, "Hey, meet us in LA. We're gonna go to this party. It's gonna be a real cool party." I hit up Swift. We jet out there because at the time I was living in the Inland Empire, and we drive out there. And I didn't realize what kind of party this was. I just thought it was gonna be like just a normal club. You know, being a DJ, especially working in hip hop radio, as long as I have, it's like everything is just usually clubs and people are hanging out, whatever. So
All about the same.
yeah. So of course, in good old Noah fashion, we start pre-gaming very, very early before we leave the house.
Oh, geez.
We start drinking on, and I don't condone this, guys. This is not okay. Okay, this is my youth, and I'm not proud of this. We start drinking in the car, and we're.
What were you drinking?
Oh man,
You
back
remember
then?
what your vice was back then?
Oh no! I remember what I was drinking. It was vodka,
Okay.
and I'll explain why I remember that towards the end of the story because.
Okay.
So we're shooting out to LA. Oh, and this reminds me also that I have to note that I was wearing all white. I was feeling myself way too much, man.
Was it after Labor Day?
It was. I'm pretty sure it was after Labor Day, so I was all out of pocket, like I was doing the most, man.
Oh shit.
So we go to this club in Hollywood. I want to say it's called Element. I don't remember exactly. So we get there. As soon as we get there, we're drinking some more. But then I start to look around and I start to just notice a lot of famous people, but not like famous people and famous rappers in particular,
Okay.
but in their element. And you know, when you work media and you meet these guys, a lot of times if they come to the station or they come to your podcast or, whatever you're doing, they're kind of in working mode. They're kind of in media mode. It's different. You know what I mean?
They're showing face. They're on. They're on.
Right. But this party was different because they were just in chilling mode. Like this is what the public doesn't get to see mode. So I walk in, right? As soon as I walk in, I see Rick Ross.
Oh shit.
I walk a little bit further. Jermaine Dupree's just chilling, having a drink, talking to some people. And then I walk inside and these are my favorites. I'm a huge Neptunes fan. I love.
Wait! You were not even inside yet. You saw JD and Rick Ross.
Yeah, it's
Holy
just,
shit.
as I'm walking in, it's just these people are just here.
Damn.
And I'm basically just telling you the artists there to kind of like really
No, this is what I want. Give me the juice.
describe what type of party this was, because
That's dope.
we think we're just going to a random club, holler at some hood rats, have a good night, and celebrate my birthday early, right? But this is a party, man. The Neptunes were there. Pharrell and Chad. I am a huge Neptunes fan, like my favorite production duo of all time. So I'm already geeking out. Robin Thicke was there, and this is all like they're all there in close proximity. It's not like they're spread out. It's like a club full of just famous people for this era. You know what I mean?
If you yelled loud enough, they'd all hear you.
Yes.
Okay.
So we're chilling, man. We're throwing back the drinks, having a good time. When you're at a party like that, the women that are there that are not industry, they look at you differently. So they're kind of like, oh, and I didn't know any of these guys. I think now, like, I probably have a little bit of a rapport with Jermaine Dupree, but outside of that, and Rick Ross. But outside of that, like, I definitely don't know Chad and Pharrell. I don't know Robin Thicke. But, when you're just standing in the same circle of people, girls are there and they're like, oh,
yeah, they are.
So feeling myself on level.
Wearing all white. Hanging out with rap royalty.
Yes.
And you were pre-gaming. So my question is, how intoxicated were you at this point?
Very.
Okay, good. I figured as much. Okay.
And if you know anything about my good friend, Mr. Swift.
Oh, God.
Exactly. He was very intoxicated as well. So as we're both intoxicated, and keep in mind, my record label friend, who will go nameless, he invited us. So, I mean, and that's my close friend. But when you invite somebody like that, you're like vouching for him.
Yeah.
So
you are, especially when a party with that attendance.
So Swift gets to my ear, drunk as well. He's like, yo, let them know who you are. You need to be talking to these artists. You need to tell them so they can come up to your radio show so you could do this. Just, you need to do this. You need to do that.
Was he walking out of the microphone getting drops like he usually does?
No. Swift ain't working outside of work hours, but he expects me to do the work outside of work hours.
Of course.
So he's kind of just like gassing me up, like, tell him who you are, like, you're a dope DJ, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, man, no, dude, I'm not gonna play myself, dude. Like, do you see who's in here? Like, I'm not gonna go up to Chad Hugo and be like, yo, man, come. Especially in my Market 28 radio show in the middle of the night. So we do a couple more shots. We drink a little bit more. All of a sudden, a member of the Black Eyed Peas walks in.
Ooh, do I get to guess?
Yes, I'll let you guess.
I'm going to say with that, I'm going to say Apple D.
Wow.
Did I get it?
Yeah, first guess, man.
Awesome. Everybody
always says Fergie. Everybody always says Will.i.am. And then after they realize it's not Fergie and Will.i.am, they say, oh, the Asian dude. And I'm like, no, the other one, the last one.
Oh, what's there's Apple D. What's the other guy's name? I can't remember his name.
I don't know the Asian dude's name. I know Will.i.am. I know Fergie.
I knew the other guy's name, but we went to, my wife and I and my son and my oldest daughter when she was young. We went and saw Yo Gabba Gabba live at the Nokia Theater in Hollywood, in LA. We were like second row. We had like Urkel was sitting right behind us. And then that guy, which I can't remember his name, he was sitting 7 or 8 rows behind us over there by Carson Daly and shit. We had great tickets, man.
Nice.
Anyway, back to you.
All right, so anyway,
Apple D's there.
Yeah, so he walks in. He's in the corner just chilling. But, at this point, my friend is in my ear like, you need to be on your grind. You need to be doing this. You should be blah, blah, blah. And when your friend tells you that enough, it starts to get to you. And he's like, okay, you're kind of making a point. Like, it's a blessing that we get to be here and enjoy ourselves and have all these drinks and we're taking shots and we're getting smashed, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I should probably use this opportunity to my betterment. It's my drunk mind thinking now. So he's like, yeah, man, go up there.
He was trolling you live the whole time. He's just right behind you going, no, you talk to them. No, go in there. Jeez, man. Okay, that is Swift though.
So he's like, well, before you do it, let's take another shot. So we take another shot to make sure, we're good and loose. Right. This shot though felt a little different, man. When you take that one drink that kind of pushes you over to the other side.
Where you take that last little swallow of it and you're like, okay, that's probably the last shot.
Yeah, I've taken a lot of shots, but this shot went down a little bit different. My stomach is doing a little dance right now. But I'm cool though. I'm cool. All these people here can't show that, man. You know what I mean? So he finally gets to me. And I start to make my way towards Apple the app.
There you go. Awesome. Okay, you're starting at a good level. You didn't run straight up to Rick Ross or JD yet.
Oh, and quick side note. The reason I think I had the courage to go to App the app and approach him this way as opposed to everybody else that was there was because the Black Eyed Peas, for those that aren't from LA or weren't a part of the Asian club scene or any of that, he was a big part. The Black Eyed Peas, they made their name kind of in the Asian club scene in Southern California. Yeah. And my friend that I was with happened to be, actually both of my friends I was with, they happened to cut their teeth in the Asian club scene. So there is some sort of
crossover
before there.
Yeah.
So I walk up. I kind of got this rumbling, but I'm like, no, I'm good. And I'm like,
so Applebee's sitting there looking at you in your all white outfit, walking right up to him.
All white.
All
white
white
jeans, white t-shirt, white LRG jacket. And I think from the artists I've named and the clothing I've named, somebody smart out there could probably guess around what time this was. I'll never forget it, man.
We'll guess at the end.
I'm like, hey, App, my name is Noah, man. I do a night show, and I just want to say I'm a big fan. And if you're ever, and then, mid-sentence pause, bro. Then, sometime mid-sentence, it's just a motherfucking tornado of vodka cranberry that just, it's,
oh my God, all over Applebee?
Yes, dude. Oh. It's like it happened in slow motion, dude. It's like, dude, it's like it happened in slow motion. I will never forget the look of disgust. It shoots out. It gets on him. It gets on me way more. Vodka cranberry, all white. So you know what that looks like.
Well, the fact that you have the balls to drink cranberry juice while you're wearing all whites, that's pretty ballsy, dude.
I was pretty reckless back then, man. I'm not proud of these moments, man. I was pretty after Labor Day, for the record.
Okay. So what did he say? Well, I'm sure he didn't say a whole lot at the begining, but all right, you threw up on him. You're sitting there in shock. Did you start patting him down and starting to clean him up?
No, dude. So
oh my God.
He just has this look of disgust on his face, as he should be disgusted, dude.
Yes. 100%.
And then the look of disgust obviously turns into the next natural emotion, which is a look of anger. And I'm going to beat your motherfucking ass. And, he didn't do it, obviously. But then I already see, man, security just start walking my way. Oh, and it was like 3 or 4 guys, big guys. And they didn't look like they were kind of just like nicely escort me out the club. They looked like they were about to beat my ass. This is the one time where I do give my drunk friend props because he picked up on it. And I think I was just so embarrassed, so shocked, so just not knowing what was going on.
Yeah.
I just wasn't paying attention. And he grabs me like by my jacket. He's like, yo, we got to get the fuck out of here because you are about to die.
And there's the promo.
Exactly. So he basically just grabs me and he like drags me out this club, man. And then my other friend that works at the label, he's doing record label stuff. So he kind of looks and sees there's a commotion, but doesn't know exactly what it is, man. And I do remember looking back as he's dragging me out the club and just seeing a trail of throw up.
Oh, man. Oh, so you went home, you threw away and burnt all those clothes.
Well, no. We started to make it home. Oh, and we started to make it off the club grounds before I got killed because, rapper security, you can't do that, man. Because then obviously, I still to this day don't know if he had to go home and change or if he just left or whatever. But it was bad, man. And all my heroes are there.
Yeah.
And
that's
I'm
the first
young,
impression.
Yeah. And I'm the young idiot that did this, man. So the good news is we did make it to the car.
You've been in the business for a while, and this was not yet last week. It was, a while back.
Oh yeah, this is way early in my career, man.
You've met some of these people since.
Yeah.
Have you brought it up?
Oh no. Never.
Why not? Dude.
Well, I mean, the good news is that since then, I probably lost about 100 pounds and have a beard now, so I look different.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't remember anyway, and I'm not bringing that up.
Oh, dude, I'm totally going to call you out for an Applebee when we're hanging out, like in the next year or so. I'm like, hey, remember that time somebody threw up on you in the club? Yeah, he's sitting right over there. He just got a beard. Oh,
I mean, if anybody could understand it's a Black Eyed Peas, because I mean, Fergie did pee on herself on stage, so
that is true. Oh my God, dude. Okay, so you're not out of the club yet, right?
No, but I'm getting drug out the club by my friend. He's dragging me out before security really drags me out and beats the shit out of me. Me too. So then we get to the car and he's, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? You just threw up all over one of the Black Eyed Peas. Oh, and at the time we were in Swift's mom's van at the time.
Oh God.
That's the car we drove out to Hollywood.
A minivan?
Yes. It was an old ass blue minivan, man. It was super old school. And I forget why. I don't know if his car was like being repaired, but there's a reason why we took it. So we're in the
More
van.
room?
Dude, all I remember is that we're in the van. He's yelling at me. We get the fuck out of there. And then while we're in the van, I just start throwing up more uncontrollably, dude.
In the car.
Yes.
On the car.
In the car, trying to go for the window, but then hitting the window and then hitting the side of the car as well. And then we finally get, because the club was in Hollywood and we're kind of off the 101 freeway. So we got to the once we got in the car, we got to the 101 freeway relatively quick. So now I'm throwing up out the window.
On the 101
the car's
freeway.
going too. So the throw up is like shooting back as I'm throwing up.
There's a big streak on the side of the car and everything. Oh, God. Dang. Oh, wow. Oh,
we shouldn't even have been driving, man. So
no, I'm guessing you probably shouldn't have been driving.
God.
Yeah, so we don't condone drinking and driving or throwing up and driving.
Yes.
That got me before, too. That's how I got mine when I was 21. My buddy was throwing up out of the back door. Oh, I was driving fine. But all right, so I'm going to do a little recap. Mr. Noah Ayala went out with his friend Swift in a record rep that will name
nameless. Because he still has a pretty good career, and I don't want to.
It's his birthday weekend, so he's feeling himself. He's wearing all white pants, white shirt, white jacket, all after Labor Day. Goes to a party thinking it's just going to be a regular club up in Hollywood, and he runs into Rick Ross and JD before he even enters the door.
Mm-hmm.
Then he gets hammered because he already is, because he was pre-gaming.
Mm-hmm. Birthday weekend. You gotta
grows some cojones, walks over to Apple D and says, "Hey, my name is Vomit."
Yes. Cut scene.
And then you're still alive, so you made it out alive. Damn, Noah, that's a crazy ass story, dude.
Dude, it's you want to talk about some like the most embarrassing shit you could think of, like in your career. Luckily, it happened early. Luckily, it happened when nobody really knew who I was per se.
Correct.
So
that was before social media was huge.
Yes. This might have been right when MySpace came out, maybe right before, but this was like you could still be autonomous in society to a certain degree.
I kind of feel insulted a little bit because if it was around the time I think it was, we were hanging out a lot. And you didn't tell me this.
Yeah.
Well,
or I might have told you for this, and we might have just forgot at this point.
Yeah, that might be true too.
Because you were a wild.
There are a lot of stories. Yeah. No. I've got a lot of stories of being my own +1, honestly.
I know. I've heard some of the episodes.
Well, damn it, Noah, where can people get a hold of you, man? How do they listen to you? How do they reach you?
You can hear me on K-Day. I mix on K-Day. And then you can also hear me on Power 106 and both on the weekends. So DJing on K-Day, hear me on the radio Sundays on Power 106 and Instagram at Noah Ayala. Those are usually the best ways. And I do a lot of interviews on YouTube and stuff like that. So if you type in Noah Ayala, you can see a lot of the artists I've interviewed and stuff like that. So
well, I'm sure you got some more stories, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. Then we'll have you back on in a little while.
Definitely, man.
All right, Noah, thanks, man. I appreciate your time. That was an awesome story. We'll talk soon, man.
All right, thank you, brother.
You've survived another story. Thanks for listening, and please let us know what you think about the show by leaving a rating and review. If you have a story or want to connect with Chris, go to thisisfunner.com.
O'Reilly. It's Superstart Battery Month at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Get up to a $25 gift card after rebate with the purchase of select Superstart batteries. Our professional parts people will test your old battery for free and recommend the right battery for your vehicle. For power, performance, and reliability, choose Superstart batteries only at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.